Hey everyone, I'm Amanda from Mandy Lynn Plans, and this video has to be the most excited that I have ever been to film a video for you. Today we are going to be doing a plan with me and my Hobonichi Cousin from January 7th to the 13th with my own stickers. So my husband and I have been working really hard to make some stickers, and as I go out throughout this video, if this is something that you would like for me to make available to you guys for purchase on Etsy or something, please let me know in the comments. We are trying to decide if that's a route that we want to go or if we just want to keep making them for my own personal use. So please let me know if this is something that you would be interested in. Let me also go ahead and show you the fountain pen ink colors that I have selected for this kit. These aren't perfect matches, but I think that they will look pretty with it. So the first is pigmented rose red, blue velvet, and then this yellow. So go ahead and comment now with what you think would look best with this kit. Alrighty, and I do want to go ahead and flip back for you so that you can see what this week is looking like so far. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put the washi down. Now, one thing I did want to point out is that we were very intentional with how we created this washi. If you put them in the correct order, the designs will match up. And with this design, it doesn't matter so much. It's not as obvious as if it was a really big, thick pattern, but, oops, I'm not quite straight. But the other designs that we have, some of them, if they're bigger designs, it's more obvious whenever they're off, and we wanted to make sure that we would be happy with them. I am a really OCD person, and so whenever designs and things don't match up, it really bothers me. So if you do this side first, this part of this one, and then this part here match up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And there is a space, but you can see that if I put them right up against each other, the design continues. So I am gonna leave a little bit of a space, and actually it's easier for me to do it this way. So I'm flipping my planner. I'm also gonna flip my washi to make sure that the edges will still line up. And I did make sure that we found really good, high quality, repositionable sticker paper. Nothing but the best. So, as you can see, no cutting, no X-Acto knifing at all required. So, pretty pleased with that. Then, let's go ahead and do the sidebar. So I have also made my own January calendars. So this has my hand lettering. Actually, it's all mine. So I did the January, the month, or the days, and then also these numbers are mine as well. I'm just gonna put that right there, I think. All right. And then on this side, let's see, I don't need that anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and show you this page. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this little full box deco at the bottom. I'm just gonna line it up here. And then this, you can really use for whatever you want here. I have my Be Grateful in mind for this. And let's see, I need to leave a little bit of space. Maybe I'll wait to put this down and I'll show you why. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and do my checklists at the bottom. So I have the thick washi, and then we have this medium-sized washi and the thin washi. I'm gonna go ahead and put the thin washi down. And I'm gonna put it down at the very bottom. And then same thing, these do line up. It's not as big of a deal with this design. You probably wouldn't even be able to notice. Okay, so those are down. Then I'm going to take these checklist box strips and kind of just line them up. Actually, I probably should have put these down first. And we designed these to where the middle of the box will be in the middle of two lines. So you have two boxes to write for each little checklist. So this is going to overlap just a little bit, lining up that yellow square with that middle line. You know, I actually am going to pull this up because it will bother me that those are kind of hanging over a little bit. It's handy that it's repositionable for sure. Okay, there we go. And now we can just hide all those. All right, so then we'll do the same thing over here. And there are 9 of these. So if you plan like I do, then you'll have a couple of extra. I don't know how everybody plans. Everybody plans differently. And I wanted to make sure that there was room for plenty of these if you needed more of them. One thing that I notice about a lot of sticker companies' kits is that they're very specific on how they intend you to use them. And if I'm going to sell these to the public, I want to make sure that it's as user-friendly and customizable as the people want. So not everybody plans just like me, and so I don't want to make kits specifically for the way that I plan, although I obviously want to be able to use them the way that I plan, if that makes sense. So you might not put your washi in exactly the same spots as I do. You might want your thin washi up on the top, and you can really use it the way that you want. So that being said, I made these medium-sized washis to fit over the whole side again, but I am going to cut mine down. So I'll show you that. I'm just gonna cover this. And then I'm going to use my X-Acto, and I couldn't find my ruler, so I'm just going to, there we go. And I'm actually going to put this piece up here for my Be Grateful. And then this is the piece that lines up here, so it will continue this design on this side. Oops, I'm going to raise it up just a little bit. So we've been working on these for quite a while, and it's fun doing it with him. He is very good at photo imaging software, photo editing software, not imaging. And so we have been doing this in Photoshop. I would not be able to have done all this by myself, at least not in this amount of time. So along with these other 2 sheets, I do have a full sheet of scripts, and so I'm gonna go ahead and do some of those now. So this is all my hand lettering, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Be Grateful here. Oh, not quite centered. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the days of the week up here. The other thing with this is that you can make, since we're covering up all of the days and the month here, you can really make this any start that you want. I printed off Monday start for myself, but if I do open up a shop, I will have both Sunday and Monday start available. In case you want to turn this into a Sunday start, you could easily do that. Just put your Sunday here. So it's really whatever you want. So then Saturday. And let me tell you guys, it is so fun to see my hand lettering in sticker form on my planner. Okay, so then I have the weekend. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put that yet. So I'm gonna wait for that. But I am going to go ahead and do my to-dos down at the bottom. So I have a whole bunch of things written out here. I'm gonna start with meals and kind of go in an order that I'm used to. And then I'm going to do laundry and to clean. And then we have work to-dos and bills. And I did make plenty of other words too, if there are other things that you like to track. So I have to-dos and then memories. I also have goals, if that is something you want, or another to-do. I have a couple other to-do stickers. All right, and then I think the last thing I'm gonna go ahead and do now is the numbers. So Monday, it looks like the 7th. And you can really put these anywhere. I'm gonna stick them on top here. And they're big enough to where you don't have to use tweezers if you don't want to. It's not usually my favorite thing to do. I usually put them on better with tweezers, but since these are nice and big, I can see them just fine. All right, so now that the bones is in, I'm gonna go ahead and just start with the plans. So on this sheet, you have 3 different sizes of labels, and this size is about an hour. This size is 2 hours, and this size is 4 hours. I wanted to be very intentional with this sizing. So I'm gonna go ahead and use an hour size here. And they do fit. I'm not used to lining these up perfectly. I'm used to smaller stickers or stickers I have to cut. So there is what it looks like, an hour chunk of time. And then I have another hour here. It's actually a little bit more than an hour, but not quite 2. And then I'm gonna use this full 4 hour chunk of time here. Let's see, I'm gonna put that right here-ish. Okay. And then I have a chiropractor appointment. And those are actually usually only about 30 minutes, but I don't have anything smaller than this. So I'm just gonna put it right at 9. That's close to when I leave. So that's all I have Tuesday. And then Wednesday I have several things. So I have this again. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the same color here, since it's the same activity. And then I have another, and this one is actually a little bit earlier. So I'm gonna put it here. And then I have a lesson right after. Okay, and then we have Awana, so I'm gonna use one of my 2 hour, and that starts at 7. So this is obviously going much, much faster than putting them down and cutting them and all of that. So that was one of the main reasons. Like I said, even if nobody's interested in buying these, it was worth the time investment in creating the template to design these for myself, just so that I don't have to spend so much time cutting stickers and all of that. So then we are on AV at church this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in from 8:30 to 12:30. And then it is my niece's birthday on Saturday. So I might just go ahead and use one of these. Well, I have more of these left, so why don't I go ahead and use one of those? Then I can make a bigger deal of it. All right, so now all I have to do is go in with my pen. I do prefer the Tombow Mono Drawing Pen 03, and I'm just gonna quickly write in what I have. All right, so there we have it. Probably the shortest plan with me ever. Again, please let me know if this is something that you would like to see available to the public for use. I have really enjoyed designing these with my husband, like I said, so even if we continue just doing it for ourselves, I will still be happy. And then again, I did want to remind you of your fountain pen ink colors for this week. So please go ahead and leave me a comment with the color, and then if this is something that you would like to see more of. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.